Hey, welcome to another edition of Take Five. We're in a brand new month. Happy February. Glad you're watching this morning. It's really early. It's 2 a.m. But not going to take too long, I don't think, but we'll see. Let's get going. Exodus 25, verse 10. Have them make an ark, A-R-K, of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. Overlay it with pure gold, both inside and out, and make a gold molding around it. Cast 4 gold rings for it and fasten them to its 4 feet with 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other. Then make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Insert the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry it. The poles are to remain in the rings of this ark. They are not to be removed. Then put in the ark the tablets of the covenant law, which I will give you. All right. God's going to tell him he's going to give the 10 commandments on 2 stone tablets. It's going to go in this ark, and he's going to tell him some other things to put in there. Now you're thinking, what is this ark of the covenant? All right. Best thing for you to do is go look it up. Okay. Go to Google and look up Ark of Covenant and look at a picture of it, because I could try to explain it like I just read it and you still wouldn't understand it. But basically, I'm going to attempt to anyway. It was like a great big wooden box, but it did have gold on the outside. It was heavy, though, kind of heavy. They had these poles in there, and these guys, you'd take 4 guys, one on each side, and they'd lift it up, and that's how they would carry it. Matter of fact, they weren't ever supposed to touch the ark. God's presence rested in this ark, all right? And there's really nothing that we have now that would correlate to that. The closest thing maybe, and it's again not real close, when they take the Lord's Supper, some churches, they have a table that's set up for it. It would kind of be like that. Okay. But there's really nothing. You got to look this one up. Ark of Covenant. Okay. And not just ark, that'd be Noah's Ark. Okay. And in a way, it's kind of like that because it's preserving very important stuff. All right, that's the best I can explain it to you. But this was significant. There was a movie in my day, and you may have heard of the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it's this guy named Indiana Jones led an expedition to try to find this thing, the Ark of the Covenant. And they eventually found it, and some crazy stuff happened. So anyway, verse 17, we're going to see the Ark of the Covenant shows up a lot in the Old Testament. So this is pretty significant what God's telling Moses to do. Verse 17, make an atonement cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide. What's a cubit? Look that up too, okay? And make 2 cherubim, look that up too, out of hammered gold. They were kind of like angels, but not quite. You just got to look it up. I can't explain all this stuff to you in 5-minute study here. 2 cherubim out of hammered gold at the ends of the cover. Make 1 cherub on one end and the second cherub, and you spell that C-H-E-R-U-B, on the other. Make the cherubim, C-H-R-U-B-I-M, of one piece with the cover at the 2 ends. I think you'll be fascinated, so I do want you to look this stuff up. The cherubim are to have their wings spread upward, all right, overshadowing the cover with them. So it's the idea that these things are praising God, all right? But they're also kind of protecting this ark here. The cherubim are to face each other, looking toward the cover. So they're watching over the ark, but they're also praising God, kind of thing. Place the cover on the top of the ark, and put in the ark the tablets of the covenant law that I will give you. There, above the cover, between the 2 cherubim that are over the ark of the covenant law, I will meet with you and give you all my commands for the Israelites. So God's telling Moses, once you get this thing set up, all right, you go stand in that little spot, all right in between those cherubim, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to keep talking to you. That's what he's saying. Hey, you got some research to do, all right? You got to look up acacia wood, A-C-A-C-I-A, Ark of the Covenant, cherubim, cubit. So, yeah, you got to do a little homework. I know you hate homework, but if you want to understand that passage or a lot of the stuff we're about to read, you got to do some homework. Hey, I love you. And, you can put this off and do it, because when I go on my cruise, I'm not going to be doing these anyway. All right, and we're right about 5 minutes now. So you got homework to do. Look up all that stuff. Look at pictures of it. See what it's all about. Love you. See you next time on the next edition of Take 5.